Imagine a man resting right now somewhere in northern Tanzania. At this very moment, his work for the day is already finished. No emails, no deadlines, no alarm clocks. He belongs to the Hadzabe people, one of the last hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. Their way of life is similar to how humans live for thousands of generations. Before cities existed, before money existed, before offices existed, research suggests ancient humans often worked only a few hours each day. Most of us spend more time working before lunch than they did all day. So what did a typical day actually look like? Let's travel back tens of thousands of years. The sun begins to rise above the horizon. Nobody wakes up to an alarm clock. People wake naturally as the sky grows brighter. Voices begin to fill the camp. The fire from the night still burns softly. Around 30 people live here. Everyone knows everyone else. Grandparents sleep beside grandchildren. No one is rushing anywhere. There is no schedule to follow. The first hour of the day is spent talking, and those conversations hold the community together. These conversations were much more than small talk. They were the operating system of the entire community. People discussed relationships, conflicts, and important news. Everyone knew what was happening around them. Social order was maintained through conversation. If someone behaved selfishly, everyone noticed. Reputation mattered more than possessions. A bad reputation could follow you everywhere, yet serious punishment was rarely needed. Then, an anthropologist named Richard Lee witnessed something unusual. He wanted to bring the camp a special gift. He bought the biggest ox he could find. Surely everyone would be impressed, but instead, the people mocked the gift. They claimed the ox was too small and too skinny. Richard Lee was completely confused. Why insult such a valuable gift? Finally, an elder explained the reason. Hunters were never allowed to become arrogant. The bigger the success, the bigger the jokes. This tradition kept everyone equal. No one was supposed to think they were better than the group. Equality was protected every single day, not with laws or prisons, but through constant conversation. By mid-morning, the men prepare for the hunt. Hunting sounds exciting, but most hunts end in failure. A hunter may walk for hours without success. Sometimes he returns with nothing at all. Hunting is dramatic, but it is unreliable. The Hadza use poisoned arrows. They track animals for hours after the shot. Sometimes even giraffes can be brought down this way. Yet hunters are not the main providers of food. The women are. Women gather food almost every day. Gathering is far more reliable than hunting. They travel together in small groups. They talk while they work. Important decisions are often made on these walks. The hunters may provide the feast, but the women provide the daily meals. The most productive gatherers are often the grandmothers. Even in their 60s, many remain active. They often collect more food than younger adults. This inspired the grandmother hypothesis. Grandmothers may have helped our species survive. Their support increased the chances that children would thrive. Learning happens naturally. By 8 years old, many children contribute to the group. Everything is shared. Sharing is not optional. A hunter does not own the meat he kills. Most of it goes to everyone else. Generosity becomes a form of wealth. After eating, the camp slows down. Nobody works through the hottest part of the day. Some people nap in the shade, others repair tools and baskets, some simply sit together. Physical closeness is part of daily life. Conflicts still happen, but people often solve them by leaving for another camp. Anthropologists call this voting with your feet. Distance often cools down anger. Sometimes the simplest solution is space and time. As evening approaches, the camp becomes active again. People visit neighboring camps. Relatives exchange stories and news. Hunters return from the day. Evening cooking begins. The entire camp eats together. This life was not perfect. Modern life solved many problems, but every improvement came with trade-offs. We are still hunter-gatherers on the inside. We change the world around us far faster than we changed ourselves.